True Products Canada here, and in this video I'm going to be doing the long-awaited Xbox Series X review. And now, if you guys are wondering why I'm doing it so late, I will get into that in 1 second, guys. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so why am I making an Xbox Series X review 5 months later? The reason why I'm making a review now is because I wanted to wait until we can start to see a little bit more potential in the Xbox Series X. As most of you guys might already know, I have both the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, and I will be having a PS5 review very soon. But I wanted to wait, guys, until FPS Boost is put into full effect, when Game Pass is ramping up the amount of games going into that subscription model. I wanted to wait till all these things are starting to show the true potential of Xbox, and I believe the Xbox Series X is the true successor to the Xbox 360, guys. So in the first part of this review, guys, after 5 months, I would like to get into what do I think of this controller, guys. So, the Xbox Series X controller, this is it right here. They really didn't change it up much at all compared to the Xbox One, right? You guys can see here, they added some textured grips. They made it kind of seem like the Elite controller a little bit with the D-pad here. But other than that, they really didn't change it up much in comparison to just a standard Xbox One controller. But I will admit, at first I thought the Xbox One controller felt a lot better. I don't know, I have big hands, so I thought the rims, let me just show you here. I thought the rims here felt better on the Xbox One controller just because they have that outline. And I also noticed, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video as much, but right here you can actually see there is some textured grips on it. There we go, right here, guys, you can see the textured grip. So that was one of the main features people were advertising with the Xbox Series X, is how it has this nice textured grip on it. But the Xbox One controller also had it. It's just it's more visual and more apparent on the Series X controller. Now, like I said, I originally liked the Xbox One controller a lot better, but now I like the Series X controller better. Just after more use, it feels like they made it a little bit more comfy. Like they just improved it the littlest bit, and they did really good with that. Like the triggers feel more responsive. When it's plugged into the Xbox, there's a 1 millisecond response time, so it overall feels really good. And even compared to the PS5 controller, I personally like the Series X controller better. But for me, that's just because I don't like this. I don't like the 2 thumbsticks being here. I don't like the D-pad being way up here where you have to like literally move everything to get up there. And I don't like how the PS5 triggers take longer to push down than before. And this is even without the adaptive triggers. When you turn that off, it's too much pressure. So yeah, overall, the controller for the Xbox Series X, I would give a solid 9 out of 10 for it. Now let's get into the design of the console. Okay guys, so originally, I'll admit it, I was a bit underwhelmed by the design of the console, but putting it next to the PlayStation 5 has helped me realize actually how good they did this console. So I think the fact that the Xbox Series X has awesome features such as FPS Boost right here, where when you go to your compatibility options, you can boost old games that ran at 60 FPS to 120 FPS. This is an awesome feature, guys. I think it's definitely worth using if you guys have an Xbox already. And it's a feature that the PlayStation 5 doesn't have, guys. So I think that's definitely a good value for money. The fact that old games can run at 120 FPS, some even at 4K, such as this game right here, Warzone. If I load here. So yes, guys, games like Call of Duty Warzone do actually run at 120 frames per second. My camera's struggling to focus there though, so 1 second. But yes guys, as you can see here, Warzone runs at 4K 120 FPS. Now, for some reason in the menus, it seems to struggle a little bit, but I'll show you guys what it looks like in-game in 1 second here. So yeah guys, as you can see here, in-game, it's running at 120 FPS, and my TV actually has FreeSync, so it's gonna lock it to like 119 Hertz, but this game is running at the internal resolution of the Xbox One X, which is dynamic 4K, and the highest resolution Digital Foundry found was a full 2160p. So as you can see here, we're in game. The frame rate does fluctuate a little bit, but it's mainly hitting that 100 FPS target, guys, which again, the PlayStation 5 does not have 120 FPS in this game. As you can see, I'm landing here, and it's running a rock solid 120, guys. Now, after 5 months of using this Xbox, it might shock you guys to hear that I've bought literally 0 games. The only game I actually paid money for was Black Ops Cold War, which I regret buying that game. But that's the only game I bought, guys. All these other ones, look at that, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. Some of them are free, and sorry, I forgot to mention this game I bought as well, 6 each. But all the other games, guys, free on Game Pass, which after 5 months, they've added even more games, guys. So yes, guys, after 5 months, they've added even more games, such as MLB The Show 21, which is a PlayStation 5 old exclusive game, which is actually $17 on the PS5, and it's only $0 on the Xbox with Game Pass, guys. I mean, you can't beat Game Pass. And I'll be discussing in another video how Sony's actually paying Resident Evil to not have Game Pass exclusive rights to the game, guys. They fear Game Pass, Sony does, man. NBA 2K21, guys. Outriders, there's so many hot games on here right now, guys. Really, right now, like, the Xbox is the best value, guys. After 5 months, best value. I've literally bought no games on here, guys. In the latest update, they also added quick resume to literally pretty much every single game, guys. So right now I have these 2 games here in quick resume. Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. You'll see a nice little badge up here. And a second here. Give it like literally 1 second. Then it's going to say quick resume up there. There it is. And this is after cold reboot, everything. Right back where I left off. Yakuza games are actually awesome too, by the way, guys. So if you guys have Game Pass, definitely pick it up. Or if you're on PlayStation or PC, you know, pay like 30, 40 bucks for it, you know. But yeah, guys, Game Pass is a definite factor to get an Xbox Series X, on top of all their exclusive games that are coming to Game Pass day one as well, guys, like Battlefield 5, 120 FPS on the Xbox, 60 Hz at 1440p on the PS5, guys. I mean, you can't beat the Xbox right now. You just can't, guys. So overall, guys, my review on the Xbox is that it's very good. After 5 months, it's been a pretty awesome damn console. I think that some people can hold off. You don't need one right now necessarily, if I'm being honest. And I do also think that it is more worth it than a PC unless you have $2,000 to spend. That's because it has RDNA 2.0, 12 teraflop GPU, which can actually be boosted up. It has a 3.6 gigahertz CPU with SMT. It is an awesome console, guys. Variable rate shading, mesh shaders, guys. You can't beat the Xbox for the value. PS5 over here only has RDNA 1.5, guys. So ultimately, the Xbox is the best bet right now, guys. So my review on the Xbox Series X is if you can find one and you have the money, definitely get it. If you don't have the money right now and you're feeling bad and you're wanting one really badly, don't really feel bad necessarily, because honestly, the Xbox One X, which I have right over there in that corner, can do a pretty good job at most games at 4K 60, 30 FPS. And if you don't have a 120Hz TV or a 120Hz monitor, then you can't really do much with these next-gen consoles other than 4K 60 FPS ray tracing, and that's about it. But there's not many games that really have that right now, guys. So overall, guys, that's gonna conclude this video. I think that Xbox is an awesome console right now. I think the naming scheme was a bit weird, but that's about all. And I definitely think if you are gonna pick up a new Xbox, you should definitely get the Series X. Not the S, get the X, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And this is actually the first time I've had a PlayStation in a while, so I think I'm about to go play some Last of Us, guys. So take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. We're going to have a review up very soon on the PlayStation 5. I'm going to try and do weekly uploads, but if I can, I'll try and do an upload every other day, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry for the ruckus. It's my birds over there. I try and cover them up while I'm recording, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Take it easy, guys. If you don't got one, it's okay. But if you do have the money and you got the restock news, get one, guys. If you're in Canada, Shoppers Drug Mart's got both of these, guys, and I'll give you a restock information in the next video, guys.